to Get Real with Pam. I am back with another sit down. I try to be as consistent with reading my word, doing my devotional. Every day is different. Sometimes I am able to sit with the Lord for an hour. Sometimes all I have is 5 minutes. It's so crazy how everything is not the same. Sometimes God is speaking to me and I'm getting what he's trying to convey. I am literally picking up what he's trying to put down, but sometimes I'm not getting it. Sometimes I get like the craziest revelation, wisdom, spiritual understanding and truth. I love the fact that God cannot be boxed. He is many things. There are so many layers within him. Today you get a God who's a healer, the next day you get a God who's a provider. He can be anything depending on the situation you are facing at that time. Today we are going to talk about doing it with God. I feel like a lot of us have started something in the past that wasn't successful. It is very hard to lose something that you valued so much, to work on something and it's not succeeding, or it's unfolding in a way that you did not expect. When that happened, you are always confronted with the fact that it wasn't successful, it did not work out, because God wasn't in it. God wasn't the foundation. When you are trying to build whatever you are trying to build, when you are trying to start something, could be business, friendship, relationship, anything in general, like you need to do it with God. We get this revelation after we have failed. It doesn't just come during the process of building, during the process of starting something. It always gets revealed when everything has fallen apart already, when you have suffered already. Then you like, oh, God was supposed to be part of this. God was supposed to be the foundation, because if he was in it, things would have turned out differently, but it's already late. As human beings, when we get our blessings from God, we have a tendency of forgetting God. We do not pray as much. We do not seek God the way we used to seek him when we were requesting for specific things. You are solely focused on your business, on your new position, on your new deal, that you forget the person who provided you with that opportunity. So you end up losing that. When you lose that, you become aware that the reason why you lost it in the first place, it was because you have forgotten about God, who gave you that position, who gave you that deal, who gave you that tender. So now you redo the whole thing again, but with God. Whatever you are doing, when you are doing it with God, it surpasses your understanding, it surpasses your imagination, it surpasses your mind. He does things above and beyond what we can think or imagine. 2 Samuel chapter 6, we find that on the first attempt to retrieve or transport the ark, David did not do his research on how to transport it properly in the way that honors God, with reverence, with respect that God requires when you are transporting it. So somebody lost his life because of that. He saw his faults and he did something about it. On his second attempt, he did his own research and made sure that the people who were carrying the ark were the right people, the priest. And the way they carried the ark was the right way it was supposed to be carried. Because of that, the whole journey was successful. Everyone was happy. They were able to bring it back to where it belongs. Abraham and Sarah's story. On the story, we hear God promising Abraham and Sarah that he was going to bless them with Isaac. They waited for the promise to come in fruition. Years passes. Sarah is seeing that she's not getting pregnant. Nothing is happening. Maybe God has forgotten about them. They decide to do things their own way. Sarah took Hagar to sleep with Abraham. Ishmael was conceived. The whole process did not affect Sarah positively. She was not happy with the decision she has made. They decided to get rid of the mother and the child. They decided, okay, let's just wait for God. Let's wait for God, because we tried doing this thing, we tried to conceive using our own mind and it wasn't successful. Let us wait on the Lord. Let's just be obedient and allow God to do this thing that we desire so much. And when they waited on the Lord, Isaac came about and they were happy. God was able to give them Isaac. I used to involve God only on big things. Like I would make God aware of what I'm trying to do. However, with like little things, small things, things that I did not deem as important as that big, I did not consult God. But what I have been learning over the past years is that nothing is too small. God wants to be involved in everything. I've been seeing how God is so intentional, how He is so deeply involved in everything. Everything that is concerning me, every little detail, He's there. He's involved. He's paying attention to the smallest detail. So I started like involving Him in everything, because it seems like nothing is too small for God. God has helped me personally is to be brutally honest with God. I don't pray and pretend like I'm okay. If I'm angry with Him, I tell Him, I'm like, I am not happy. I am not happy with this. I don't like how things unfolded. I don't like how things are happening. I don't like this. I don't like this. And it makes me angry with you. I do that with Him all the time. I am so honest with God, and it helps me because the way He responds, the way He answers blows my mind every time, because He's able to answer me and tell me exactly why I went through what I went through and how things unfolded the way they have unfolded. And God knows our hearts. He is aware of our thoughts. So why would you act all strong when you are praying? Meanwhile, you are struggling. You are angry with Him. You are resenting Him. You need to communicate that with God. Tell Him that you are angry. You don't think it is fair that you are going through whatever you are going through, whatever obstacle you are facing. Tell Him, God, if we are being honest, I do not think that I deserve this. Like, be honest with Him, you know? Have a dialogue with God. He's going to answer you. I love that God is merciful and gracious. He's a God of second chances. There are ways that we should do things, and the Bible is clear as to how we should live our life, how we should do things. You know what? Sometimes we forget. Sometimes we do not stick to the script. Sometimes we do not follow God's ordinances. Sometimes we do not follow the rules to the T. Sometimes we do not even consider God's way of doing things. But when we fail, when we see with our own eyes, when we experience the failure, the suffering, the pain, we are able to do better, and doing better is doing things with God. Period. I am an example. My life is a perfect example of starting things that brought me joy, starting things that brought me peace, only to find out that that wasn't even the joy that God can give me. That was not even the peace that God can give me. God is able to give me peace that surpasses all understanding, joy that overflows like a river. There's no ending in it. There's so much joy. There's no ending. Like, that's how I'm feeling right now. I'm feeling like so joyful, regardless of not having my heart's desires and not having tangible things, material things, but there's so much peace in my life. Nobody likes waiting. I don't like waiting. I hate waiting, but I prefer waiting than doing something prematurely that will affect me negatively, because like I'm always going to choose peace. I am always going to choose happiness over anything. I hate struggling. I hate lack. I hate suffering. I hate pain, especially if it's caused by me or by my own disobedience. Okay, I don't like that. I don't like the feeling of just like failing because I chose to do things myself the way I know how, instead of just like allowing God. Also, you involving God in how you build your life, in how you start and begin things, does not mean that there won't be challenges. But what I love about when God is in it, He's able to give you the tools. He's able to give you different ways you can achieve what you're trying to achieve. However, suffering alone, struggling alone without God in it is pointless. Does not benefit you. Does not benefit anyone. I'd rather suffer with God. I'd rather suffer and struggle with God in it. God needs to be in it for that thing to produce the fruits, for the thing to come in fruition, for the thing to give exactly what it should give, if not more. And also, I feel like God wants to be part of it. You are not inconveniencing God anyhow. He wants to be part of it. He wants to be part of the journey. He wants to be involved. He desires to be involved. He is a gentleman. He's not going to force himself onto our life, into our things, in our businesses, in our plans. He wants us to invite Him into our plans. Invite Him. We all have plans, like we have visions, we have desires. In those desires, involve God. Ask God to help you achieve those desires, so things that you are desiring in your heart. He is more than able and capable to help you achieve those things. What is also important is asking God, what is your purpose? What are His plans for your life? Because we do have plans. We have our own personal plans, but then our plans and God's plans for our lives are not the same. And I prefer God's plans for my life. If it's not in God's plan, I don't want it. If God is not part of it, I do not want it. If it's not God's will, I don't want it. If it's just my desire, my fleshly desires, just Pam's desire, it needs to go. If God is not in it, I don't want it. If God is not part of it, I don't want it. If it's not on God's original plan, because we all know that before we were even created, before we were even in our mother's womb, God already had plans for us. I want those plans that He had originally for me. I desire those plans. I want those plans because God is able to see the future. I can only see what is here now. At face value, God can see beyond. I can only see a person, an individual in front of me. God can see the heart, the thoughts, intention. So like, why would I want something if God is not part of it? If it's not what God has ordained for me? To be properly aligned with God's plans for your life will always eat. I choose that. Give me that anytime, any day. I hope this video helps you to approach God differently and to be brutally honest about how you are feeling and how you see Him, and for Him to make things that are not clear for you to understand. We have the natural wisdom, we have the natural understanding, we have the natural knowledge, but there is a spiritual wisdom, there is spiritual understanding, there is spiritual knowledge and truth. Seek that. When you seek that and when you attain that, you see things differently.